Alright, yes, welcome back to another review. Today we have a nice mousepad review. This is Arrival from Solstice. It is their first pad they've released. Let's get straight into it. Okay, to start with, let's just immediately talk about the design of this pad. You can see how beautiful it looks. The color, the purple, looks really nice. And I just want to say it's very unique for the current market. You know, there's a very oversaturated part of the market right now that is just releasing pads that look the same similar designs, but this is going in a completely different direction, and I think it looks great for that. This really stands out currently, and I think on any setup this looks nice. Let's get to some specs of the pad. This is a control pad, for my opinion. It's 490 by 420, so it's kind of the standard size. Comes flat packed. The packaging was nice. I didn't get any damage to the pad at all. It arrived safe. Okay, so let's talk about the bases pad, because this is something that surprised me. You can see here I am fully going for this and it is not moving at all. I want to say this is the best base I've used on a pad this year. Like, best cloth base I have used. This thing, I've not put any water underneath my desk. It's just not budging at all when I'm moving it. It is genuinely one of the best bases I have tested at all, and this year, as I said, I think it's the best currently. It doesn't move and it sticks to my disc perfectly without any issues. The adhesion is very good and high quality. And it genuinely surprised me, since this is their first release, just how high quality this is, really. This is a really good base on the Arrival. So let's share some positives about the surface. It ticks basically all the boxes for a control pad. It has great stopping power, so I can flick stop and I can feel comfortable. So I can flick very fast and feel comfortable stopping at the same time. This is like perfect for attack FPS. I always felt that I could control my flicks and land precisely where I want to. So for static scenarios in particular, this was like an amazing feeling, because I can flick to my maximum speeds as I want to go, and I'm just as confident in stopping on the target for a micro adjustment. The overall speed of the surface helps too. The speed is nicely balanced and you can feel like a smooth glide. This obviously helps for other categories too, like reactive and smoothness. This pad has very good stopping power and very good slow movements. You can also dig in very slightly if you want to get even more control, but that doesn't stop it from having nice like tracking motions too. The surface has like a nice overall speed to it, and you can slow down, which is very nice. The small micro movements and adjustments have a great feeling. There's no tugging at all on the surface at all when digging in for smaller movements, and these qualities really do create like a top mouse pad for attack FPS and control type scenarios in general. So if you're playing something like Control Sphere or even like Smooth Sphere, this is very comfortable for me, and I feel like the pad itself is great for this. The pad holds up in other categories too. The movement felt nice, and the pad's balance, glide, and smooth feeling surface really does help this. Like, this pad holds up in reactive and smoothness in general. I feel like all qualities, this pad is just great. But as I said, it is ideally for attack FPS and control type scenarios. So let's talk about where this pad could possibly improve and for their next release. I feel like the overall stitching is the weakest part of this pad. It is just surface level stitching. It is good. I don't have any fraying at all, but I do feel like if you were to upgrade something with this pad, the stitching is what I would go for. It could be further below the surface, and this is only a small thing, by the way. It's not fully noticeable, but I can feel it slightly on my mouse. And the stitching can be noticed sometimes on the bare arm. So who's this pad perfect for? It is perfect ideally for attack FPS players. If you're like playing games like CS2 or Valorant, it's great. If your main character is like static and like dynamic, this pad is really good. I think it's perfect for that, but it is also just as good for tracking in other games like Apex and Overwatch. I feel like you can still use this pad. It's not gonna hurt you anyway using it. So I'm genuinely excited to see what Solstice do next. They're a very exciting company, but because this is their first release, I'm like really impressed by it, and I can't wait to see what they do next. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.